Okay. Turn on the microphone. Now I'm ready. Captain's log. Stardate. What is it? October 14th, 2022. Dear Diary, how you doing? As I write this, I'm sitting in the spaceship orbiting the Earth. I have learned that in spite of my common sense, that I guess we do live on a spinning ball in outer space. Please remember this in the future. Your friend, NANABOOZHOO. P.S. Why did my journal entry turn into a letter? Love me. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO! How you doing? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to BOOZHOO. Where's my intro music? Computer, boop, boop, boop. Please play BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO intro music. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. Boop, boop. BOOZHOO, welcome back to the show. I'm flying around in a spaceship. Today is the first snow. I woke up, the trees, the grass, everything was covered in snow. It is Nintum Goon. The first snow. Oh, it's a big day for us storytellers. It's a big day for the, what do we call us ourselves? Arazuke Winini, the storytellers. So I think before I start the show, if you don't know, in the traditional Anishinaabe way, and you can tell by looking at my surroundings, I'm very traditional. I live in the old way. No. But in the traditional way, they say that Arazuke Winini, a storyteller, should save the good stories until after the snow is on the ground. Once the snow is on the ground, this is the time for the storyteller to bring out the traditional stories, share them with the people, with the Anishinaabe. So, but before I do that, I better go down, maybe put out some tobacco and ask the creator to, help me with Dukkha Wishin. So computer, boop, boop, boop. Please set coordinates and teleport me to the Mama Aki, to Mother Earth. Boop, boop, boop. Did you do it? Boop, boop. Okay. 1 to teleport. Boop, 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 boop. No, that didn't work. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, one more time. 1 to teleport. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, wow. Okay. You know, some of my technology around here is kind of... I bought it in the 80s. You know, they had a sale at the old Star Trek stuff. So I got to buy a bunch of stuff, but it's getting old and it doesn't work like it should all the time. Anyway, I'm going to put out some tobacco. I'm going to put out a little Asema. I'm going to ask the creator to help me speak today. So first of all, I'm going to say, Kitchimanadu, Utapanan Niwi Asema. Great Spirit, accept my tobacco. We do kawishin. Ando Minowe Noongum. Help me to speak well today. Miigwech kaiji kakina gegu. Kaiji chikean noongum. Thank you for everything that you do today. And miigwech gabimadaziyan. Apeyanke. Thank you for my life. Amen. So, yeah, it's really pretty out here. Oh, Kitchimanadu. P.S. You ever do that? You pray, you put down your tobacco, and then you remember something else you want to thank him for. Great Spirit. I want to say miigwech for young Spearhawk. And her generous super chat today. Miigwech. BOOZHOO. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to go back. We'll start the show for real. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, beep. BOOZHOO. Hi, sweetie. Well, hi, NANABOOZHOO. You ready to come home? Yeah, can you pick me up? Are you on the spaceship? No, I teleported down. I'm out in the woods somewhere. Oh, okay. Hang on. I got to scan for your coordinates. Okay. Let's see. That's one. Okay, I gotcha. And that's one to teleport. Make it so, number one. Nah. Hey, baby doll. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing great. How are you? Not too bad. I put on my tobacco and said a prayer. And then I heard on the wind, yeah, that we got a super chat from young Spearhawk. Super chat, miigwech, young. I don't think it's Spearhawk though. I know, but I can't pronounce that word. Sparkvark? I don't know. I like the term Spearhawk. That's my Indian name for her. Okay. Young Spearhawk. I don't even know what it means, but it sounds shanab. Yeah. Anyway, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the show. Oh, that Ishkode. That fire is really nice. Yeah, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely and talented Natasha. BOOZHOO Gakina Awia. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Oh, wow. Look over here. It's Michael Lyons, the rockstar cartoonist. Say hello for yourself. Hi, everybody. Michael. How you doing, Niji? Did you get some coffee? Yeah, I got you a cup, too. Oh, thanks. Muck at him. Cheers. Cheers. We got somebody asked us what the Ojibwe word for cheers is. What'd you say? I haven't written back yet. I couldn't really tell. I mean, we don't really have a term. I mean, what does cheers mean? Celebration? Or does it mean let's drink? I think it means let's drink. So what, Miniqueda? Miniqueda! Miniqueda, let's drink. Cheers. Salute. I couldn't figure out a Ojibwe word for salute or cheers. We could just say Minawanagozi. It means be happy. Minawanagozi. Be happy. Cheers. Cheer up. Or whatever cheers means. I don't know. Oh, that snow's pretty though, huh? Yeah, it's exciting. I know, we're so stupid. Why? Well, we get the first snow of the year. That's our Ojibwe word of the day. Nitam goon. Zugipun. It is snowing. Zugipun means it is snowing, but snow itself is goon. We are the goon squad and we're coming to town. Beep, beep, ooh, ah. Dot, 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 fa, 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 fashion. That's a different song. Is it? No, you're right. It is a song. Fa, 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 la, 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 la. Anyway, Nitam Goon, the first snow. And I was telling the BOOZHOO crew, hey, good morning, by the way. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, MJ. Good morning from my cold, dead hands. Oh, wow, there's a bunch of people here, sweetie. Oh, wow. Asmer Good Billy 69. But MJ Schuler was here first. Let's get a gold star for MJ. BOOZHOO MJ. And let's get a silver star for Diane. Silver star for Diane. How you doing, Diane? Good morning. It's nice to see you. No, not snow. Yeah, Diane's not into the snow like us northern Minnesotans. Goon. Not like us goons. I like the snow. Oh, wow, another super chat. Friendship is here, sweetie. Oh, sweet. Good morning, Friendship. Good morning, Friendship. Thank you for the super chat. It's the first snow. Oh, anyway, I was explaining how in Anishinaabe culture, in the traditional way, we wait until the first snow to tell the stories. Yeah, but you tell stories every day, all day long, or all year round. Yeah, I know. I don't really pay attention to the, don't tell the stories until the snow. But now I can stop feeling guilty. You felt guilty? Oh, yeah. So guilty. But today, on today's first snow, today is Nanogisha Good, sweetie. It's Friday. Yep. Whoops. I screwed that up. Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in the city. Do, 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 do. Be with my girl, she's so pretty. Do, 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 do. She is on tonight. She is out of sight to me. Tonight, I spend my bread. Tonight, I lose my head. Tonight, I've got to get tonight. Through the 5 Drake one once more. We can't just sing for the whole show. Oh, sorry. That's Friday on My Mind. A classic David Bowie song. Deep track, David Bowie. But we're not here to talk about Bowie. We're here to talk about traditional, cultural teachings and storytelling time. So, this morning, sweetie. Yeah. It's a story hour with Uncle NanaBOOZHOO. Story hour with Uncle NanaBOOZHOO. Today I would like to tell the story of Squanto, a warrior's tale. Otherwise known as Adam Beach's second best role. You think it's his second best role? Yeah. His first best role's got to be Smoke Signals. Yeah. But Adam Beach was at the top of his game for this show. You know, he worked out really hard. He had 6-pack abs and all that. I don't know if he had something, but he was in good shape, running around. He was like a superhero Indian. He could call hawks right out of the air by singing or something. He tamed a bear by singing a song. Anyway, back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a young man whose name was not Squanto. Again, something screwed up about anytime it's in history and it's Indian stuff, they got to screw it up. So, Tisquantum was renamed by Walt Disney to be called Squanto. Because he loved to squat. No, I don't know. No, the story is, back in the days of the grandfathers, when the Chimokaman, when the white man, when the long knife came and came to the New World, there was a Indian dude who, to Squantum, he lived in this camp, which later on would become Plymouth Rock, but that comes later in the story. Squanto lived happily in the woods, just trapping, fishing, snagging broads. You know, he's living like a true human being. And then one day, a bunch of white guys show up in a boat, and they're like, "Hey, excuse me, son, can you come help me? We got a whole bunch of presents for you Indians. Yeah, look at us, it's a silver bell. I got some more fun stuff on the boat. Yeah, why don't you come on out, help us out? We got some really big presents, but I need your help." And so off he goes. He canoes out to the boat there, the big ship. And he goes, "Yeah, it's down in the basement there. Just climb down there. You'll see it. It's right around." And then before they know it, clank, he's locked in a prison with another Indian guy. And Squanto's all, "Oh, hey, let me out of here. I don't want to be in your boat prison." But nope, too late. White guys take him back to England. And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna bring you back. You can be a slave. We'll have you, I don't know, work on our whatever the slaves did in England." And he's like, "Man." So he gets over there right away. They're like, "Hey, guess what? Before we put you in chains and have you picking cotton or whatever, we're going to have you in a special show. We're going to show all the people the wild Indian from the New World." It was probably kind of something like the Buffalo Bill Hickok's Wild West show or something. So they march him around there, and he escapes. Oh, in fact, there's a muckwa, a chi muckwa, sweetie, a great bear. It's a big old bear, and they're like, "Hey, let's make the Indian fight the bear." And they let the bear into the cage there, but he's like, "Hold on. Pika, wait. Pika, muckwa, wait, bear." And he started to sing an Indian song. Anishinaabe Nagamon. He grabbed his magic drumstick and his little hand drum. Wait a minute. Don't eat me, bear. We're both prisoners here. Whoa, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long teeth of this bear. I sure hope they don't make me fight a bear. I'm gonna crap my underwear. No. But then instead of fighting the bear, that bear's like, "Oh wow, you can really sing." He goes, I'm not gonna fight you." And Squanto runs up and he pulls the chain off of the bear who was chained to the thing, and that bear goes after the white guys, and Squanto leaps through the crowd and onto the roof, and he's running around like Spider-Man. He does a couple of flips, and off he's gone. Free, sort of. But now he's still in England, So he runs around for a while. He hides, and he finds a cloak so nobody can tell he's an Indian. He's covered up. And pretty soon he ends up somehow a bunch of monks find him and save him. I'm not sure what happened. He gets knocked out or something. But these monks save him and bring him over to their monk place. Monk, what's that called? What's the place where monks live? A monastery. A monastery. And for like a year or something. I don't know. For a long time, he stays with these monks and he learns English. And he actually learns about Christianity in that. And those monks, they learn about Indian stuff. They learn how to speak Squanto's language. And, they garden together. And Squanto is like wearing a monk robe, but he still has like his cool moccasins and stuff. He teaches the monks how to make moccasins and how to popcorn. They didn't know about popcorn in England until Squanto went there. Is that true? Probably not, but whatever. And then, finally, crazily enough, they say, and historically this is accurate, he sneaks onto a ship and stows away and sneaks his way back to North America. So this guy is crazy and amazing. Gets off the boat and he starts walking home. Gets back to his village after all this. And he finds out his mom and his dad and his cousin and his sweetheart, everybody's dead. They all caught the COVID-19. No, they didn't. Or whatever. They caught something. And they all died. And by this time, a whole bunch of Chamokes are there. A bunch of white people have moved into their village. Into his village. And he goes, hey. And by this time, he knows English. So he's like, yo, what's up? Hey, homie. You want to explain yourself? And the white guy's like, hey, how do you know English? Because I've been hanging with these monks. They taught me English. Never mind that. Did you kill my family? I'm like, no, they were already dead. We're the Pilgrims. We were trying to get to Manhattan, the island of Manhattan. Crazy storm blew us off course. We almost died. But we were blown to the shore here, and we're just lucky enough to find lodges, fresh water, firewood, tools, bedding, everything we needed to live. And all the people were dead. And that was the first Thanksgiving. There's something so crazy about that Squanto was the first Native American to learn English. And just happened to be his village where the Pilgrims accidentally landed. That is a crazy thing. Is it a synchronicity? Something like that. Coincidence? I think they called it a Gitchimanadu. What's that called? Divine Providence. Divine Providence. Yeah. Squanto to Squantum. Adam Beach. Later on, Adam Beach would go on to be in Smoke Signals. And that's a whole nother story, sweetie. That's a whole other story. Whole other story. It's not another story. It's an other story. I'm trying to learn how to speak English. You want to take a call? Sure, I'll take a call. Line 2? On line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Hey, man. What's going on? It's me, George W. Bush. You can call me George W. Well, hey, President George W. Bush. Former president, man. I'm just a regular old guy now. I ain't been president in a coon's age. Sweetie, it's George W. Well, hi, George W. Bush. How have you been? Hey there, darling. I'm doing pretty good. I've been down on the ranch. I like to be on my ranch in Texas. I like to paint. I paint my cats. You're painting your cats? Don't do that. That's animal cruelty. No, man. I'm painting cats. I don't paint my cat. I like to paint paintings of cats on canvas, dude. Man, you gotta come down here sometime. I'll show you a good time. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think I don't think I can hang with you in Texas. You're a little fast for my taste. What you talking about, boy? We know how to have a good time in Texas, man. Hey, what you all talking about today up there in the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast, man? Well, I was telling a story about Squanto teaching some Ojibwe. Hey, man, can I learn some Ojibwe? I want to learn how to talk like an Indian. Okay. Well, today it's the first snow up here in Minnesota. Y'all got snow already? Yep. It snowed this morning. How do you say that in Ojibwe? We say, Nitamgoon, the first snow. Nitamgoon, the first snow. How about that? Yeah. You could also say Bejigo goon, I suppose. Bejigo, what's that mean now? Well, if you're counting, Bejigo, Nijo, Nisweo, Niwino, Nano. Sometimes we say first is like Bejigo because fifth, coincidentally enough, is Nano. Bejig, Nij, Niswe, Niwin, Nanan. Yeah, I know how to count to 5, boy. Bejig, Nij, Niswe, Niwin, Nano. That's counting to 5 in Ojibwe. That's kindergarten, man. Wow, I'm impressed you know how to count already. Yeah, I watch the show all the time. What you think? What you think? I don't learn nothing? No, I didn't think that. Anyway, that's what we call Friday. Nano geese are good. That's Friday. Friday, man. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. So what's new in your life? Man, just riding the fences. I gotta check the fences. Do some work on the ranch. I ride my horses and I go golfing, man. We're gonna get them terrorists. Remember when I said that? Yeah. Remember that sweetie? He was out on the tennis court or the golf thingy. The golf. What is that called? Golf. What's it called? It's not a golf court. It's called a golf course, man. Oh yeah, golf course. A golf course. See, we never golf. I know. I know next to nothing about golf. But he's out there golfing, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna get those terrorists. Now watch this drive. You can tell, he wasn't really that bothered. Man, I took it seriously. I wanted to catch some terrorists, but I also wanted to work on my backstroke. Is that what it's called in golf? See, I don't think it's a backstroke. I think it's a golf stroke or something. Yeah, man, I don't know. I was pretty drunk. I thought you quit drinking. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sober now, man. Yeah, me too. Anyway, have you gotten any snow in Texas? No, man, we don't got any snow in Texas. We got an awful lot of immigrants. Yeah, I'm sure. Listen, George, what else can I do for you today? Well, man, I wanted to pray with y'all. I'm a man of God. I love God, but I want to pray in Ojibwe. Oh, you do? Let's see. How about this phrase? You want to thank? No, it's too much. Okay. Here is a little. Here, George. I'm going to teach you something about Ojibwe culture. In our way, it's proper to give tobacco when you're asking somebody, like for a favor, or sometimes in the old days, they would trade in tobacco, but it became like a nice gift. If you show up at an elder's house, you bring them some tobacco. Kind of like, or coffee, I suppose. But tobacco especially is one of the medicines. We call it asema. Asema! Yeah, go on. And so whenever I start praying, I always offer tobacco to the Great Spirit. Okay, Great Spirit. Now that's Gitchimanadu, right? Yeah, exactly. Gitchimanadu. Gitchi means great. Amanadu is a spirit. Gitchimanadu, that's Great Spirit, yeah. And then I say, accept my tobacco. Accept is Odapanan. Odapanan. Yep. And then Niwi is my. Niwi would be like my. Yeah. And then Asema. Asema. Do you tell me if I'm getting this right? Get your mind to do. Odapanan Niwi Asema. That's perfect. Well, all right then, all right. I think I'm going to go outside. I'm going to put out a little tobacco. And I'm going to say, hey, great spirit, accept my tobacco. Get your mind do, adapinol, knee, we a same. Well, you do that, Mr. Former President George W. Bush. What's a W stand for? Well, some people think my name is George Herbert Walker, but it don't mean that. It's George Wild and Crazy Bush. That's because what they call me, man. I'm wild and crazy. That's what the W is for, is wild. Okay. Sweetie, you got any questions for Mr. Bush? Hi, George. Well, hey there, darling. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Let's see. Do I have any questions? No, I guess not. You gonna do any painting today? Yeah, man, I'm gonna paint. You know what? I'm thinking about painting a picture of my daddy, Poppy Bush. Yeah, you've done that. I always thought that was weird. He's my daddy. I painted a picture of my daddy. They called him Poppy Bush because he's my pop. I think they called him Poppy Bush because he was so into opium, wasn't he? Yeah, there's that too, but I can't talk about that. Yeah. Did you do 9/11? No, man, I didn't do 9/11. I was reading to the kids. Why? How could you even ask me a question like that, son? I was president during 9/11, and I was just reading to the kids, minding my own business. The CIA, they came in, they were like, hey, Mr. President, somebody's attacking the country. I'm like, what? So, yeah, they just flew planes into the buildings. And I'm all, what? And I was like, well, I'm just gonna sit here for a while with the kids, and then we're gonna get to the bottom of this. And I did. Did you though? I don't know. I think Trump did 9/11. Yeah, that's kind of going around these days. Donald Trump knew something. Yeah, but no, man, I didn't like to get involved in politics. That was more my dad's thing. I just like to read to the kids. Well, that was nice of you, Mr. President. Listen, I better get going. Do you remember how to say, I'll see you again? Well, sure, I could say I'll see you again in Indian. Don't y'all say, Gigawaba man, wa? That's right. We say, Gigawaba man, Minowa, Mr. President. Gigawaba man. Hey, Natasha. Yeah? Gigawaba man, Minowa. Well, Gigawaba man, Minowa, Mr. President. See you, George. Yeah, we'll see you. Come on down, Texas. Yeehaw! Ugh. George W. Yep. He's a painter, horseback rider, golfer, children's story time reader. Speaking of children's books, Michael has a children's book. Yeah, he does. Dog and My Ingun. Written and illustrated. Hey, Michael. Yeah, sorry. Are we boring you? No, I'm just so sleepy. Yeah. I'm trying to sell one of your books here. Oh, thanks. Dog and My Ingun is a book that counts to 10 in Ojibwe. If you'd like to teach your kids how to count to 10 in Ojibwe, order at Amazon.com. Do we still have the text for that? I think we changed it. Oh, did we, sweetie? Or is it right here? Oh, good. Support us. You can also support us at PayPal. If you sign up on PayPal, not PayPal, but Patreon. I mean, you can sign up on PayPal. But Patreon, you sign up to give us a little bit of money every month, and we'll send you a copy of Ojibwe Words and Phrases. And for $20 a month, you can also get a coffee cup and Dog in My Ingun. Otherwise, don't blame me. And we have a GoFundMe and a PayPal if you want to give us, if you want to use your cash card, super chats from the BOOZHOO crew. I mean, it's just raining money on us. We're 100 heirs. We're 100 heirs. Hundreds of dollars. in Junia. Junia! Junia is Ojibwe for the Spanish word mula. Is that Spanish? I don't know. So there's that. George W. Bush. I was half expecting him to be dead by now. I know, I haven't heard from him in so long. Hey, is Missy here? Yeah, she sure is. Boozhoo, cousin Missy. Missy says, morning, y'all. Nanaboozhoo, can you have Michael give me a call sometime today, please? Why? What you want? Michael, call your cousin. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a call. Mino Gigajabe, Mr. Johnny, friendship. Run to the hills. Run for your life. All right. Should we play Emily and turn the camera over to you? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to let Natasha talk. But first, here's a song by all of us, really. But written by Michael Lyons, and it's called Emily. Miigwech Bizendawieg. Thank you for listening. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check, 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 check 1 2, check 1 2. It's just seeing how well the audio. Let's see, how do you want to do this?
Emily's got one crazy eye. She looks to the west and she looks to the sky. Don't ask how she sees when she looks. She's watching you and me.
Do you want to look at some gibberish?
And Emily knows something about blow. Dizzy white snow finds its way up her nose.
Hey, Grandma. What is it, honey? Have you seen my coat? Did you check the closet? Did I check the closet? Oh no, I was looking in the fridge here. Thanks. What a good tip. Oh, here is this. Never mind.
I can only say that I've seen better days, and this is my mistake, and I'll get only what I take.
Well, I've decided to quit the show. You're quitting the show? Why? Well, I just figured it's time, Sometimes a man's just gotta do what a man's gotta do, right? You understand, don't you? No. Well, I'm sorry, Natasha, but I gotta do this. But I'm gonna miss you. I know. I'm gonna miss you too.
This is the best I could do with what I had and all I knew, and we will fight all night. I don't see how we got here now, and this is all I have, and now it's all I have to give. But I can only say that I've seen better days. This is my mistake, and I'll get only what I take.
I don't know. You got anything you want to add to this?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. So, just want to remind everyone, if you want to support this show financially, you can send us a PayPal, buy us a cup of makere mash kiki wabu, buy us a cup of coffee, or we have a Patreon page where people sign up monthly, and if you sign up on Patreon, we'll send you a book like Snow on Skin, or just come over to YouTube and subscribe. We got a lot of fun stuff over there too. Alright. I don't know, I guess that's all I had to say.
Okay. Alright. Well, let's just wrap it up then.
Okay.
BOOZHOO! Oh, Zoogipun! It is snowing. Oh, though the weather outside is frightful, the fire is so delightful, and since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Oh, Goon, we are the Goon Squad and we're coming to town. Beep, beep, Nitam Goon, the first snow. Ah, so romantic. Nah. Well, I better put out some tobacco too. Asema. Kitchimanadu. Great Spirit. Odabananiwi Asema. Except my tobacco. We duka wishin ando minaway noon goon. Help me to speak well today. You'll notice I didn't say speak good, because that would be bad grammar. Help me to speak well. Mikwech ka iji kakina keku, ka iji chikean noon goom. Thank you for everything that you do today. You know, making it snow and all. Mikwech ka iji mikawadazi wabak. Thank you for the beautiful weather. I don't have that text. But finally, thank you for my life. Miigwech ka bisandawian. No, bimadazian. If I wasn't trying to read it, I'd never screw it up. Ka bimadazian. Apeyenge. Amen. Oh. Well, I've been afraid of changing 'cause I've lived my life around you, the BOOZHOO crew. No. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. I'm getting colder too. Bergisena. I'm cold. I took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain. La-di-da.
So yeah. The thing about the first snow is that unlike every other season, you know when winter starts up here. People go, oh, it's not technically really winter yet. It's like, no, the season just changed. You know, when it changes from summer into fall, you don't really notice. I mean, it just gradually gets cooler and the leaves start to change, but you can't tell where summer ends and autumn begins. You know, in reality, not when you just look. If you live your life, if your calendar is your boss, if that's your authority, then fine. But to me, you know, the Mother Earth tells us when, Mother Nature tells us when the seasons change. But then it'll be winter forever. We'll forget what summer was ever like. And eventually, someday, it'll be spring again. And the spring's hard to define too, because the snow will linger around. There'll be like that first really nice day where you don't have to wear your boots or your coat, but you don't know if it's really spring yet. Summer, you know. But for me, when the snow comes, that's the beginning of something. Winter's upon us, baboon! Winter! But I don't know, I like it. I think it's cozy. I'm not even like a snowmobiler or a skier or anything. There's just something about the snow that I like. It's really quiet out here. Birds aren't singing. Oh, there's a Bigfoot print. Yep, there's your proof. You guys want it? Well, I know I don't need to prove it to you. You guys know he's real. Sabe! Bigfoot! Benashiug. Birds. Gitcha gonna sheen as a chickadee. Some people say Bigfoot's a shapeshifter. And the reason you don't ever see him is that he's occasionally a 8-foot tall gorilla guy. But lots of times he shifts into just a little chickadee. Zoop! Just, shapeshifters can change they can change their mass and everything. Just, shoop. Everybody thinks, oh yeah, it's like a werewolf. No. But do some people believe in leprechauns? I guess I believe in leprechauns. I was just going to say how stupid that is until I went, well, no. I think the leprechaun's probably based on something real. No, I don't believe there's a little guy in a green suit with an Irish accent looking for a pot of gold. But I think somebody probably wrote a story about leprechauns because there really were small people in the woods. Like Mindy Moya. Me quite, Mindy Moya. Really appreciate your super chat. There are stories. Oh, I was going to remember what they were called too. Somebody will probably tell me, Mindy, you might know. The little people in Ojibwe folklore. They can ride in their tiny little canoes without paddles. People say they live in like Lake Superior or whatever. But they're kind of like little woodland nymphs. Little elves or something. I think they're like Keebler elves. Keebler elves are real. Bigfoot's real. Keebler elves are real. Leprechauns. John Redcorn, is he real? I don't know. People say they see John Redcorn, but
I don't know. It could be like Bigfoot. Maybe they just want to believe in John Redcorn. I don't know. BOOZHOO John. And Jim. How's it going, Jim? Old Jim is working hard this year. I read a book once called Like Water for the Spirit, maybe? And it was all about this African guy. I think he was African. It was kind of the story. It could almost be a Native American story, but this guy was from Africa. And his people, he was from a village of traditional people. His grandpa was a medicine man. He was a Made Winini. Or a Mushkiki Winini. He was a medicine man. His actual grandpa. You know, hardcore African village, whatever traditional religion, you know. Went on vision quests and all this stuff. And his son was sent to boarding school. And just like in our boarding schools, the Africans weren't allowed to speak anything except French. They had French-speaking African boarding schools in Africa. And they didn't allow them to practice their traditional ways. And he lived most of his childhood. And because he was at boarding school, he didn't participate in the traditional ceremonies of their tribe. He was learning, you know, French and all that Western education. So when he was 18, he finally graduates from school, and he goes back to the village. And they're like living in huts and stuff. And he goes to his grandpa, and he goes, "Grandpa, I want to go through the traditional rites of passage ceremony. Kind of like our, you know, like girls in Ojibwe culture when they start their moon the first time. They have a ceremony, they might fast and do stuff like that. We used to have these kind of things that we do for the kids to kind of help them, usher them into adulthood. We go, okay, here's your ceremony. You know, we're going to have you, it could be a lot of different things. You know, go on your first sweat and go on your first hunt. But, you know, so the time when the adults did, you know. But in their culture, they would fast, and I'm not sure, but they might have like eaten peyote or something. But they also had like visions. And so his grandpa's like, yeah, I'll help you out. And the rest of the book, he talks about going on these crazy hallucinations, I guess, but spiritual journeys where his grandfather, through song and stuff, could call upon these little elf guys. And this is why it's so absurd, I believe it. Because if you're just going to make up a story, you don't make it up to sound really bizarre. But in the course of this guy's book, and by the end of the book, he seemed like a very reasonable person, very intelligent, you know. But he told the stories of seeing little elf guys with pointy ears and pajoggins that were so long, it's weird, I'm wearing a scarf right now, that they would wrap it around their necks. Because otherwise, were they covered in hair? They might have had hair too. I'm not sure. But, and a bunch of other crazy stuff. And this was he went through the traditional, you know, vision quest thing. But I thought it was crazy that even in Africa they have elves. Like in Ireland they have leprechauns, and England's got all kinds of little Middle Earth characters. And we have whatever they're called, those little guys. And Bigfoot. Every culture has spirits. Every culture has God. But it's winter time now, and we can tell stories like that. I've said this a couple of times in the show. I think I've said, I know NanaBOOZHOO said it. There's a lot of people have heard, don't tell stories until the snow is on the ground. And I asked my older ones, I go, Benny, how come they say we're not supposed to tell stories until after the snow flies? And he goes, well, you know, back in the days of the grandfathers, they didn't have, Netflix. The people were like, well, don't ruin the story now. It's going to be a long winter. So it became a practice. They just save the stories until the time when we have to spend so much time indoors. That's all it is. But we've gotten some people right into our show going, hey, that's sacrilege. You should never record those sacred stories. You should never speak those stories until the snow flies. I'm like, no, take it easy. I don't think that Gitchimanadu's gonna get mad at us if we tell the story of how the rabbit got his flat face in the summer. But speaking of rabbits, waboos? What is it? Waboos. A rabbit? When I was a little girl, my dad taught me how to snare rabbits. How to murder cute little bunny rabbits in the woods. You see, in the winter, rabbits always run on the same paths. And they create little paths through the woods. They're really easy to see. Every day, they make the same rounds all through the woods. And so, you could set up a snare with copper wire and just twigs, just trees or whatever. Little noose. And set them in the trails. And come back next day and see if you killed any. Luckily, I was bad at making, snares. I never got one. But my brother did. And it was really, really horrific seeing a poor little rabbit with a wire in his neck. So not everything our ancestors did was pretty. Let me just say that. Anyway, I think I'll go back. Boop, boop, boop. BOOZHOO. Hi, sweetie. You ready to come home? Yeah, can you teleport me back? You got it. All right, hang on. I'm scanning for your coordinates. All right. And that's 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. Oh, wow. What happened here? Boop, boop, boop. BOOZHOO, where are you, sweetie? I don't know. I'm in the dark. Oh, wait. I just teleported you into the abyss. Why'd you do that? Sorry, I had the coordinates all screwed up. Okay, hang on. I got you. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. Okay. It's not working. Remember, you got to wiggle the wire and push the button at the same time. Wiggle the wire and push the button at the same time. And there she is. Hi. Well, hi. That old teleporter, I think it's on its last legs. Yeah. Anyway. So, how was it outside? Oh, it's pretty. Kind of cold. Yeah. But what you gonna do? So, what have you been up to here? Oh, just hanging out with the BOOZHOO crew. Yeah. Surrealist is here. Oh, no kidding. BOOZHOO, Surrealist, what's going on? Surrealist says, me quetch for making my makane mashkiki wabu taste extra special. Yeah, do I got any coffee around here? Yep, I poured you a cup. Oh, thank you so much. Muckety mush kiki waboo. Coffee. Black medicine water. I started telling the story about that book, Like Water for the Spirit. Yeah. Did you ever read that? Yeah, I did. That's a crazy story, huh? Yeah. I wonder why I thought of that this morning. I don't know. Oh, I was talking about elves. You believe in elves? I believe in everything, okay? That's absurd. Yeah, well, you think the earth is flat. Yeah, I know. Can you guys believe it? So do you. Well, yeah, I know. Anyway, Holka. Hey, Michael. Hey, how you doing? You ready to do some laundry today? Yeah, I think it's time. Yep, we can't put it off any longer. I'm down to my last pair of bloomers. You want to add anything before I land the helicopter? Land the helicopter? I don't know. Before I end the show? Nope, that's good. All right. Hey, everyone. That's it for us. Just want to say thank you for listening. Miigwech gabisandawieg. And thank you for watching. Miigwech ganawabieg. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. The podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This is Michael Lyons. Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow. This is NANABOOZHOO. Okay, miigwech. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Minawa. Hey, what'd you do with the spaceship? Oh man, it's still floating around up there. Do you want me to go bring it back? Yeah, can I teleport you up there? Would you park it? Sure. I'm gonna go get the spaceship. All right, one teleport. Make it so, number one. See you tomorrow. Yeah, it's still not working. Remember, you gotta wiggle the thingy? Yeah. And push the button and hold the button while you're Boop, boop, boop. Bonjour. Hey, sweetie. Oh, good. You make it? Yeah. All right. Hey, your journal's still up here. Oh, is it? Don't read it. Dear Diary. I said don't read it. No, I'm just kidding. See you tomorrow, everyone. Okay, let's see. Where's the clutch? Don't forget to wear your seatbelt. I won't. Roger that. Over and out.